This is the first time that I've ever seen a cooked dog on the table. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Tiffystyles. Back at you again with another video. So today I have a special guest, drum roll, my cousin Philip.
What's up, guys? How's it going? What's up?
So today's topic is going to be about,
So 5 tips to make travel more beneficial.
for number one,
So number 1 is learn the basic greetings in that language, whatever country you're going to.
definitely.
So basic greetings would be what? Hello, thank you. And then you can lead off with, do you speak English?
Definitely.
It makes it so much more easier, when you go into a different country.
Yeah, so like before I went to Korea, I definitely had to learn those basic phrases to use because if you do not learn those basic phrases, first off, it's kind of like disrespectful if you, for example, go into a store and you don't really say hi, or if you buy something and you leave without saying thank you, right?
Yeah, but then also you can get more help if people see that you're willing to make the sacrifice of actually trying to greet them in their language.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's a stereotype about Americans, that Americans are very abrasive and we are entitled. Now to us it's just American pride, but to the rest of the
Right.
world it's just
Right.
ethnocentrism.
Right. They see it as just negative.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm using Korea because I lived in Korea. So when I went to Korea, I started to learn the language, and when I used it, they would say, "Oh my gosh, like it's so cute to them." They really, really, really love that you appreciate their culture, you appreciate their language, and that you're really trying to speak to the people there. So it's very important to definitely learn those basic phrases, and it'll be helpful to you as well.
Yeah, but then the downside of that too is that you might get someone wanting attention because, for me, I was in Japan at one time and there's this older guy that came into the elevator, right? So, we made eye contact, So, I was like saying, hello in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
And, he just started speaking Japanese like right away.
They go on.
Yeah,
Yes!
and I was
That's
like,
so true.
But then the thing about it too, then he speaks. So then the 3 things that I knew in Japanese, sayonara, arigato, is like,
Right.
that's not good. That's not a suitable response.
Exactly.
So I'm going to try to imitate an accent, and please don't hold it against
Right.
me, right? He paused to himself, and he goes, oh, right? I was like, okay.
I know that tone.
I was like, what's going on, right? So he looks at me, he goes, oh, you so tall. I was like, okay. Then he goes, and you so dark. I was like, all right. So then he goes, you play basketball?
Oh, of course.
I was like,
That's
okay.
such a typical thing for them to say.
Yeah, and then my response was, I didn't know what to say. No, I'm like, oh, so at the same time when I'm looking at him and I'm trying to figure out what to say in response to him,
Right.
he looks straight ahead in the elevator at the reflection at me, and it's like he answered his own question. He was like, oh, you here for the basketball. Yeah. And then for me, I got so nervous, so instantly I turned
Yeah.
Japanese. I started mimic his
his
tone.
tone?
So I'm like, oh, no.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Similar situation too, because when I lived in Korea and I would say like "안녕하세요," which means like hello, good morning, how are you? And it's 한국, what did I say? I don't even remember how to say it. But they would say like, you know how to speak Korean? And then they would just, and then what I always say is 몰라요, which means like I don't know. That's all I knew. So definitely had that similar experience.
Yeah, they light up and then they're open to you immediately.
Exactly.
So that's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right.
So number 2.
Oh, number 2. This is her and I's favorite.
My
right?
favorite.
Is, okay, I'll preface it with saying I love, the reason why we travel is that we want to know about other culture.
Culture,
right?
definitely.
So what's common with everybody all over the world is we all eat, but we eat differently.
Exactly.
So number 2 is visit the market. That could either be the open air market or actually the supermarket.
Yeah, the night market. They have so many different markets that you could go to any country that you visit. But especially in Asia, markets are so popular. And it's such an amazing sight because you really get to see the culture when you go there, how they sell the food, the people that just go there to hang out, and you get to try multiple different kinds of food. That's the best thing.
Now, what do you know? What have you noticed that's different with the way people eat elsewhere as opposed to here.
The way they sell their food, let me say, is completely different than here, because at the night market the food would be so open and out on the floor, on the ground.
Yeah.
And you know, in New York City would never ever see food being sold on the ground in buckets and things like that. So that's completely different than New York City.
Well, we can't do that because then the rats will come and buy it.
Definitely. So that's different. And even, for example, I went to the Philippines, right? And there were lots of flies around. Can I just tell you, there were lots of flies around. And the flies were touching the food, but the woman was like, all right, the food is served. And I was just like, the flies were on the food. So we're supposed to eat this? We're supposed to eat this? And everyone, like the Filipinos, they grabbed their plate and they started eating. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to eat and just pray to God that I don't get sick.
Yeah. You see, me, I've learned not to mind a fly or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot though.
Yeah, but it takes a while for it to develop it.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds a little nasty.
What about you? What have you noticed?
What have I noticed is, elsewhere there's a lot less processed food than there are here in America.
That's true.
Yeah?
That's definitely true.
And one thing, and everywhere else, from freaking Europe. I mean, I haven't been to every European country, but I've been to a few.
He travels a lot.
Yeah, I try to. Milk. Yeah, a lot of people don't drink milk as much as,
as much as we do in America. That's so true.
I've never seen, like, in America, it's common to go into the supermarket and see a gallon jug of milk. I've never seen that anywhere else.
Me neither. And then it would always be smaller.
Yeah, like a quarter or something. Yeah.
Same in Korea.
And then also, there's not a lot of cereal.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they don't really eat cereal like that.
But nowhere. Here there's a whole cereal aisle and a whole cookie aisle and then jumbo sizes and stuff.
Right.
Like, I didn't really see that.
I wonder what
anywhere
that
else.
says about how we eat breakfast compared to other countries.
I mean, the proof is in the way we look on average. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's it. But yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so when you go, make sure you visit a night market or any market just so you can see the culture, so you could try different kinds of foods. You will enjoy yourself being there.
And then in Thailand, make sure you try the mango and sticky rice or coconut milk, right? Yeah. If you did not get a chance to eat that in Thailand, you have not been to Thailand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes.
For real. Oh my God.
And I'm going next week, so that should be good.
You are again?
Yeah.
Weren't you there before?
Well, it's been last year.
Okay.
It's a whole new year, right?
Excuse me.
So,
right. Number 3.
Okay. Oh, don't stay in one location the entire time.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm flying to Thailand, so I'm flying through Japan.
Yeah.
And then I have to connect another 7-hour flight to Thailand. So it's about 24 hours flight time.
Right, it's long.
Yeah. So when you get there, you're not going to stay there for a day or two. You're staying there for at least 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Maybe more. Right? So don't stay in one resort or one location in Bangkok for the whole 2 weeks.
People do that all the time, and it's like, what do you really learn or see from that country if you stay in the resort specifically? Because I understand you pay the money for the resort and they give you the food and everything like that, so you feel like it's more convenient to just stay there. But it's kind of like you don't really get to see the beauty of the country. And going to the local neighborhoods, not only just where tourist people go.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Because you really, really and truly get to see the culture. The touristy areas, they show you the glitz and the glam.
And it's Americanized. You get a burger in the tourist area.
Exactly. You get the real deal when you go to the local area.
Number 4. All right.
This is important, okay?
Very important. All right. So this part is nasty, but it's necessary. All right. All right. So the time difference, it takes a toll on your body.
It does.
Right? And more so, it takes a toll on your digestive system. Right? So what you need is some over-the-counter sleeping aid and a decent diuretic.
Yes. You need that, guys.
You do.
I promise you.
Trust me. Because everything flips over, but your body doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
And when you're used to doing something in the morning and then it's nighttime there, it doesn't feel pleasant.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Before going to Korea, I bought a couple bottles of diarrhea pills. I needed it, honestly. Especially because, I didn't really know about Korea before going, and I didn't know about Korean food. I kind of just went to Korea without really knowing about the culture. So when I went there, I was like, this food is so different. And my stomach kind of was not really feeling it in the beginning.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was sick a couple of times, and I used that diarrhea pills, so they were really helpful.
And the jet lag is crazy on your body, right?
Yeah, definitely. It took me about a month.
Yeah, so it's crazy when your body feels tired but your mind's awake.
That's true. Oh, we're number 5,
We're
guys.
number 5. Wow.
Number 5.
So the 5th thing for us to do is, just in general, it really benefits you, to just be polite.
Yes.
You
Very important.
And not just with your words, but also with your gestures. You're in a new country where things are strange to you, and it's so easy just to screw your face up.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it.
You're being awkward.
Okay, let me give you guys
go.
an example.
Yes.
But when I went to Vietnam, we were in the market, and this is the first time that I've ever seen a cooked dog on the table.
Oh, I think I commented on that video.
You did
right?
comment on that. But it was just chilling on the table, guys.
Yeah.
I've never, legs up, and it's just cooked, and the dog is dead. I kind of was like, is that a dog on the table? I did make up my face, and to me that was the most grossest thing I've ever seen ever. But then it's kind of like, this is what they eat, right?
Well, not they, but it's also subjective, right? Because there's certain things that we do here. Like, okay, so you don't eat pork. Well, you don't eat meat.
I don't eat pork. I eat meat.
You don't eat pork, yeah. See, I'll tear a pork chop up. It's a little bit different. Also, I don't, I eat beef. In some Hindu religion, they worship like a cow. Many other Asian countries, they probably think eating a dog is disgusting as well.
That's true.
But then historically, we think about Vietnam, the whole Vietnam War.
Right.
Probably at that point,
they needed to consume, because they didn't really have a lot of produce, maybe.
Produce
time,
or meat or nothing,
Yeah, I think every country has certain foods that another culture, people would say too, but
yeah. Try to actually help, controlling your initial response. Yeah.
And your responses.
And I'm the worst at that, because you can tell what's going on in my face at all times. You know what I mean? You really can. I can't hide anything on my face.
Right.
But, you try.
Yeah.
You try.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's nice. But then as far as being polite, sometimes there are situations where you can't be polite, because something is thrown at you. I saw a video of yours where you were in that nail salon.
Yeah, in Vietnam. If you didn't see that, go look at the video. I'll definitely post it above, so just tap that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Oh, I want to show you guys my shirt before we come up, because I love it, and I got it in Japan.
Oh, nice.
My sushi shirt.
Sushi.
All different kinds of sushi.
Okay,
all right.
Cute. All right. Yeah. So basically 5 things to make your travel experience more beneficial.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hope this video was helpful, and if it was, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below, all right? And subscribe, guys.
All right, thanks for having me. Subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiffystyles.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.